The prosperity blueprint. The prosperity blueprint. The prosperity blueprint.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another week of the Prosperity Blueprint. I'm Dr. Rashida Jackson, your business midwife. Today, I want to challenge one of the biggest misconceptions in business. You guys know we're going to jump right into it. If you have been here for episodes 1 through 5, then you should be taking notes and getting ready for the cohort that's going to start. What we're going to do today in challenging this business conception is talk about how people think they have a sales problem, and most people don't. They have an offer problem. How many of you know that nothing happens until somebody sells something? I'm probably the first one that says, oh my goodness, I hate sales. I don't like selling. But I understand that nothing happens, meaning you don't make revenue and nothing happens in your company until you sell something. So most people have an offer problem. If your offer isn't clear, your marketing won't fix it. Do people know what it is that you are offering and what it is that you do? And if your offer doesn't solve a real problem, no amount of advertising or marketing is able to save it. Today, we're talking about creating offers that convert. Now, remember, guys, we're doing the 10 steps to build a business that works. And this is step number 6. And that is building your offer. And what I want you to think about today is this one statement. You have to stop selling services and start selling transformation. What we want to talk about directly tonight is how to create offers that people want to buy. Oftentimes people talk about touching other people's pain points and that type of thing. That's become a dangerous type of acts. So what I want to offer to you today is how can you sell something to people that they actually need? What problem is it that you're going to solve for your respective audience? Now, I've sat across the table from many entrepreneurs. I just had the privilege of talking to one for about 45 minutes just before starting with you guys tonight. And I've sat across the table and they just tell me that nobody's buying. So the question I ask them is, what exactly are you selling? Remember that the first step of this framework, of this process, is clarity. So sometimes people don't know. What I get when I ask them what they're selling is a list of services. Well, I sell this. I sell fried chicken, peach cobbler, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens. Or I'm selling services, tax preparation, consulting, coaching, photography, graphic design, skincare, websites. I do websites. What is doing something? But here's the truth. People don't just wake up looking for services. They get to the services industry over time because people wake up looking for solutions and answer to their problem, which means that there's multiple times that people wake up and they could be looking for you. Stop selling what you do. Could we just eliminate the word I do, the word do out of our pitch when we're talking about how we answer a problem or how we solve a problem for individuals? I help individuals to, not I do websites. I help individuals to develop a massive marketing campaign utilizing websites, CRMs, and social media. Does that sound better than I do websites and social media? Of course it does. You have to stop selling what you do. I want you to stop introducing yourself by your profession because people want to know more about the solution that you're offering them. So I want you to introduce yourself by the problem that you solve. I don't simply prepare tax returns. Honestly, I don't. One of my companies I have a tax business, but I don't simply prepare tax preparation. I help business owners legally keep more of the money that they earn. Doesn't that sound better than I'm a tax preparer? I help business owners legally keep more of what they earn. I don't just help people start businesses. I help them to build businesses that create freedom, profitability, and legacy. Do you hear the difference? Would you want to buy from someone that says I do taxes, or someone that says I help businesses to legally keep more of what they earn? One describes an activity, the other communicates transformation. So stop selling what you do and start selling transformation. How do you solve or answer the problem that your clients have? Every great offer has 5 parts. I call these the 5 building blocks. You guys know I love numbers. I love building. I talk about structure and building all the time. I call these the 5 building blocks of an irresistible offer. Number 1, the problem. What problem are you solving? People invest because something isn't working. So let's talk about the network. We're on the James H. Glover Network. What problem does the James H. Glover Network solve for its audience? It brings about information that can transform the lives of where people are, number 1. And for business owners or people that have a message, it helps them to get accessibility to visibility that is global. That sounds so much better than I own a studio, or I run a studio, or I'm a podcaster. It is what is the answer to the problem. People invest because something they're doing isn't working. Number 2 is the promise. What will be different after working with you? Many times, people sign up for coaching. I'm not a coach. I say that all the time. Let me give that disclaimer. But people sign up for coaching. They sign up for programs because they're looking for an answer to their problem. But it is up to you to paint the picture. What is it that sets you apart from your competitor? What is it that you can promise and you can consistently deliver on? Number 3, what's the process? And people don't need every detail. I am an over communicator, so sometimes I have to rub the back of my hand to tell myself to be quiet. People don't need every detail. They simply need confidence that you have a proven path, that you have results, that someone has taken your service and been able to get results for what it is, or get a solution to the problem that you're answering. They simply need confidence that you have a proven system, a path, or an offer. Number 4 is the price. Y'all see how far down the price is? Out of 5 is number 4. Most people want to start with the price. Price should communicate value, not an apology. Never whisper your price because you're afraid of the answer. Many times I don't like sales. I don't like it. It's just something that I in my natural being don't like, but I understand that I have to do it. But I never whisper my price. I am very willing to allow someone to go and find a better price for the solution to their problem. And you have to take that stance as well. The price is what? The price. The price is the price. And then number 5 is the proof. How do we get the proof of our proven systems, the services, the promises that we answer? Testimonies, testimonials, case studies, actual results, proven results, experience. And understand this, that proof reduces fear. People have a fear of investing or spending their money with someone that they don't have confidence in. You have to eliminate the fear. I've coached entrepreneurs who had incredible knowledge but couldn't explain their value. They couldn't tell me why I needed their service over the next one. One client listed everything that she offered, everything, and it was overwhelming, because we can do anything, but we can't do everything. I learned that in a session, in a class that I was in. I want to say it was at Grant Cardone, but here's the thing. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. And when you list that out, it becomes overwhelming. What you want to discover from your client is what service is it that you're looking for and what do you need? And then you want to answer it and answer it directly. Together, we were able to simplify her message. Instead of 10 different services, all of these creative things over her head. We created one signature solution with a clear outcome. Almost immediately, conversations became easier because people understood exactly how she could help them. Clarity closes the gap. I legally help small business owners to keep more of what they earn. Clarity closes the gap. It reduces the fear. It builds the confidence. It sells. And that's what I want you to understand. Why do you think, and as you're listening to me tonight, put it in the comments, why do people, or why do you, when someone's selling you something or attempting to sell you something, why do you say, let me think about it? Why do you do that? For me, when someone says, I'll think about it, it isn't always about the money. Sometimes they don't clearly understand the value of what you do. And that's why you cannot whisper your price. And that's why you cannot lower it and lower your standard, because you are afraid of the no. You have to learn how to overcome the objection. They don't clearly understand the value of what it is you're offering, and confusion creates hesitation. A confused mind does what? Nothing. They do nothing. Clarity. The number one step in this 10-step process, clarity, does what, guys? It creates confidence, reduces fear, and allows you to convert and make sales much quicker. The next thing is respect for your value. You have to have it. If you don't believe in what it is that you're selling, none of us don't believe in what it is that you're selling. And you can tell. And it's not about pushy sales. I don't like pushy sales. Most people don't like pushy sales. It's not about that. It is about understanding or conveying or having the energy that shows that you respect your value. This is especially important for entrepreneurs who serve from the heart. Many of us are servant leaders. Many of us serve from our heart, but you've got to stop discounting your expertise because you feel guilty for charging it. When you are a servant leader, a kingdom leader, and the people that you service will go out and buy it from somebody in the world simply because you don't respect your value. You've invested in education, experience, failure, growth, and time, and people aren't paying for 1 hour of your day. They're paying for the years that it took for you to gain that experience that allows you to have the knowledge that answers or solves the problem that they are experiencing. They're paying for your time, your system, your energy. They're paying for it. Respect your value first. The right clients will also respect your value. And I know, like, I'm not going to say it. Sometimes I want to say it, but there's certain types of clients that because they don't respect you, they won't respect your value. Those are not your people. They're not your people. Let them go to somewhere else. When people leave my firm, when they go to work with somebody else, I'm okay with that. 100% okay with that. Please, here's everything. Please go and find the solution to your problem, especially when it has to deal with me respecting my value and my prices. They don't get to come and just talk to me. They don't get to call my cell phone. I charge by the hour. I have the experience, 18 years. I have the results. I do. So let's have our faith moment here, kingdom believers. Proverbs 10:4 says, lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Notice that the scripture does not celebrate shortcuts because there are none. You have to be diligent. You have to be consistent. It celebrates the diligence that we as believers are supposed to have. Create an offer that requires diligence, not only on the customer's part, but on your part. Refining your offer requires diligence. Delivering excellence requires diligence. Being consistent requires diligence. Prosperity is built through faithful stewardship of the gifts that God has entrusted to us. And I'm big on stewardship. I'm big on it. Whatever God has given us, He has given it to us for us to steward. And that means to manage it well. Stewardship is all about managing what you have and managing it well. And part of managing it well is respecting your own value. When we serve people with excellence, integrity, and wisdom, we honor both our assignment and the one God gave it, the one who gave it, and that's God Himself. And in order to honor Him, we have to manage it well. Yeah. Now, I want to free somebody today. Stop charging for time. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't limit your income because time is infinite and it's something that you can't get back. But transformation is valuable. So when I say I charge by the hour, I'm charging for the transformation, not for the time. I'm charging for the expected result at the end of that hour. People don't remember how many hours you work together. They don't remember how much time they spent with you. Most of them don't even remember what you tell them, except for the fact of any actionable steps. And I have to give people transcripts, even for them to remember what it is that I gave them as a blueprint for whatever strategy I'm creating for them. But what people remember is how their lives changed. How were they transformed because of your service? Because of your offer, how did the person's life change? How did your customer, your client's life change because of what you offer them? What I want you, and you guys, we're here, I want you to do this exercise. I want you to write one sentence. I want you to write it down this way because you're going to fill in the blanks. I help blank achieve blank by blank. For example, I help entrepreneurs build legally structured business by providing practical strategy, systems, and accountability. I help blank achieve blank by blank. Make it simple. It's going to be simple. It's going to be clear. It's going to be powerful. Now ask yourself, would someone understand exactly how I help them? People want to know how you are going to transform their life. What are you going to do? I help blank achieve blank by blank. Help them to understand exactly. And watch this. When you write that sentence, there's your 15-second elevator pitch. All you do is add my name, your name. My name is Rashida Jackson. I help entrepreneurs do what? Blank. What is the result? The end result. That's what you want to do. There's your 15-second introduction. I'm Rashida Jackson. I help entrepreneurs build legally structured businesses by providing practical strategy, systems, and accountability. I'm Rashida Jackson. I help business owners legally keep more of what they earn. All right, that's your homework. That's your homework. Now, what the next thing you want to do, guys, is build an offer ladder. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is giving everyone the same way to work with them. But everyone doesn't think the same and everyone doesn't perform the same. Some people are very good in virtual environments. Other people are better with on hands. Instead, you want to create levels. Someone may start with a book, then join your course, then attend your workshop. Then they hire you for consulting. Then they enter your accelerator. You're not creating more work. You're creating a journey. And that's how you build an offer ladder. You're going to be able to have this client go through a journey and you're going to be paid by them multiple times, but for adding value to their lives and for services. They may say, oh, I want to purchase your book. Okay, I'm going to sell you the book. Once you get the book, then we're going to go to the next step. And I want to make that clear. That's what the offer ladder is doing. It's allowing you allowing your client to experience you in a different way each time. That helps them to build confidence, to build knowledge, to know that what you're giving them is absolutely changing their lives. Remember what the end goal is going to be, and that's going to be transformation. Now, I'll leave you guys with this. Your offer isn't about convincing people to buy. The reason that I never liked sales is because I always think, and I always thought that it was about convincing somebody to work with me, convincing somebody to buy what I'm selling. It's not. It's about clearly communicating the transformation that is possible. People, I realize today that people, even when I come and I teach for their groups, they don't listen. Usually the leaders don't listen. They will send me videos from people that have said the exact same thing that I've said multiple times, only for me to respond and say, when I taught your group, where were you in the room? We have to clearly communicate the transformation that's possible. And then as clients, if you're the client, you've got to listen. When your message is clear, when your value is obvious, when your process builds confidence, selling becomes serving. Servant leaders. Selling becomes serving, and you must do it with excellence. And that's exactly how business should feel. It should not feel pushy. It should not feel like something you don't want to do. You should be excited about being diligent about it because you've done it in excellence and you've sold and become a servant on top of that. If today's episode challenged you, I want you to complete the step six exercise, and that is to create your offer statement. Write down the primary problem that you solve, define your signature offer, and practice confidently communicating its value. The more clearly you communicate transformation, the easier it becomes for the right clients to say yes. I also encourage you to rewrite your business introduction this week. Stop leading with what you do and start leading with the problem that you solve. Remember that. Before I go into what we're going to talk about next week, I want to put a pin in something right here. And I want to plead with my kingdom leaders, my servants, those of you that are in the service space, those of you that are selling products, services, coaching, whatever it is that you are selling to the community. I want you to realize that when you do not do it with the utmost integrity, the enemy, your adversary, the devil, will embarrass you. You can only get by so long. Grace is not grease, and it runs out when we misuse it. The unmerited favor of God is upon our lives when we operate in integrity, when we do things that are not injurious or egregious to our brothers and sisters. Part of being in business and selling in the kingdom marketplace is standing on the principles of God. And one of them is love thy neighbor as you love yourself. And you would never take from, steal, operate in dishonesty with yourself. You wouldn't. It's impossible. You also would not take someone's money and not give them what they paid for. And if you could not do that, you would return to them what belongs to them, because that's excellence. That's good customer service. That's operating with integrity. That's stewarding what God gave you. And that's the message for tonight. Remember that God is omnipresent. He's in every place, and he's omnipotent. He knows all things. And it's not about operating in a fear of God, but you should operate like you respect him. When he gives you something to steward over it with excellence. Do it in excellence and make your God proud. Next week, we're moving into episode 7. We're going to be master marketing and messaging. I'll show you why visibility isn't about posting more. It's about building trust with your clients. It's about creating authority and communicating with the people you're called to serve. Until next time, remember this, that you, my friend, are more than a side hustle. Don't just build a business that works. Until next time, I'm Dr. Rashida, your business midwife. I'll see you here, same time, same channel. God bless you. If you would like to be a guest on the Prosperity Blueprint or Dating While Anointed, click the link. You will go to the link and make an appointment. That is your pre-screening for the podcast. Set an appointment time with me. Come and talk to me behind the scenes so that you can have the interview that is going to speak to who you are as an individual. Join me on the Prosperity Blueprint or Dating While Anointed. We'll see you around on the James H. Glover Studios. Hey, everybody, here's your chance to participate in something very important to the James H. Glover Network. The James H. Glover Network, James H. Glover, and the James H. Glover Studios have been nominated in 4 categories for Podcast, Blog, Podcaster of the Year for the Spin Awards. We are asking you to click the link in the content or below to vote now. Wherever you see James H. Glover Studios or the name James H. Glover, make sure that you vote right now. The Spin Awards is a big deal, and you can help us cross the finish line and bring home the victory.
Hello. Thank you for watching another episode on James H. Glover Network. We appreciate you for all of your love, all of your support, and all of your just comments. Now what I need y'all to do is, like this says right here, like and subscribe. Also, I need y'all to share, and I need y'all to tag, and I need y'all to turn on that notification bell over here on YouTube. That lets YouTube know that you like content like this. On behalf of everyone here at the network, we appreciate you, because we couldn't release content the way that we do without your support. So as I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments, meaning some things that we look at as bad, God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, be blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. And I'll see y'all on the next episode.